Hi, I'm Coun Rachael Hogg, the Mayor of Morpeth. Welcome to my parlour. I'm delighted to be welcoming the public to my parlour today as part of the Morpeth Heritage Open Day. It's not often people get to see all of the treasures and heirlooms that we keep here and all of the great historic value items that we look after for the town in the absence of a museum. And I'm hoping that people will come along and ask plenty of questions and really enjoy the exhibits that we have.
This is very modern, because this coat of arms is the Morpeth coat of arms, but it was actually belonged to the borough of Castle Morpeth, which was abolished in 2009 when they abolished the word council. So the King of Arms in London had to re-grant specifically to the town council. Yeah. So this is the re-grant of the badge of the town council.
It was the same before.
Yeah. So the mayoralty was actually the mayor of the borough of Castle Morpeth. But from 2009 it became the mayor of the town. So we kept all the traditions and the bling, but actually the thing's been cut back. So going on to the fireplace, we have the town crest, as you see, the town motto, which I'm sure you all know the translation. What does it mean?
Between trees and rivers.
Rivers and woodlands within. If a member of the royal family comes into this room, tradition is that they give us a portrait. And that's why all these royals have been in this room and they've given us a portrait. Princess Anne's been twice, and that's what we've got too. This here is the mace. It's the ceremonial mace that is carried before the mayor on all ceremonial occasions. It was made in 1604 and it is the oldest working mace in the country. Maces are carried for ceremonial purposes. Most of them were melted down during the Civil War. This one survived. And it continues. We believe there's one in Westminster. It's older, but it's not used. So we therefore claim, quite rightly, this is the oldest working mace in the country. It's still used on Remembrance Sunday when we march up. The mayor wears their robes, and it's carried by the mace bearer, who wears that frock coat and a top hat, and in white gloves, and he carries the mace. The mayor is not allowed to leave the town hall wearing her robes without the mace bearer to protect her or him. She's allowed to wear the chain, which is obviously worth a lot of money, but the robes she's not allowed to wear for some reason, I don't know. We have also the snuff box there, which is passed to the left during the mayor making so that councillors can take the snuff, which a few of us still do, I still do it. It's full of snuff at the moment. But it was decided that was a bit sexist for some reason, I don't know. So a bowl was created. Where is it? Oh, it is. Here. And this was given to the town in 2013. And it's got the suffragette colours in. And this is called Emily's Bowl. So at the mayor making, the snuff goes one way and the bowl with chocolates in goes the other way. So the councillors can have a chocolate or some snuff with the council. There's other silver plates that have been presented over time. Interesting one here is a little silver badge with a castle on, which was given to the town in 1686 by the then MP, a chap called George Downing, who was a bit of a rotter. He was involved in chasing down, in the restoration after Charles II came to the throne. He was involved in hunting down the regicides who'd killed Charles I, and he got rewarded for that. He got a seat in Parliament in the Rotten Borough of Morpeth. And he was also a property speculator, and he bought some land in London. He named it after himself and called it Downing Street. And then, so Downing Street is named after George Downing, who was the MP for Morpeth. So this is a connection between the Prime Minister and Morpeth. Over here we have the visitors book, and we have a commemoration here of Dorothy Moore, who was the mayor and was the first female mayor in the country. And coincidentally, she was the mayor when Elizabeth II was crowned. So there was, it was unusual, very unusual in 1953 to have a female mayor, but we had her, and that's her portrait over there, that's the same lady, Dorothy Moore. And subsequently though, as it says here, she became Councillor Mrs. Archie Armstrong. She married another councillor, changed her name. But she was the first female mayor. We also had a very female empowerment. We also have Emma Davidson, who you've probably heard of, who was killed by the King's horse in 1913 when she tried to pin a rosette on the horse, and died tragically for the suffragette cause. And we also have here Isabel Smale of the Smale family, who had the hardware shop on Bridge Street for many, many years. She was also the first female county councillor, and she was also Mayor of Morpeth several times of official portraits out there, and she was an iconic figure in Morpeth.